Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Who is that boy of the song?
The distinguished leaders of our front, the Red Guard front, in your respective capacities, our distinguished guests from different areas that have been introduced, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure today, on behalf of the front, to introduce what we consider as a very, very serious crisis in our country. And this function today was prompted by what we have observed, especially since the launch of the front, by different sections of our people focusing on the wrong things. Some focusing on organizations and having very little focus on what is killing Ugandans today, the crisis in which Ugandans live today. And so we thought that it was very important that we crystallize this crisis for everybody to see and to discuss whether there is a crisis indeed or whether there is no crisis. If there is a crisis, whether it's a deep one as we think, or whether it's a mild crisis. Once we are all united in this country that we have a very serious crisis in the country, then and only then can we be united in working over time, urgently, to remove this crisis. So today we are uniting to present that crisis for debate. We want the debate to begin today across the country. Do we have a crisis? Yes. Are you living in a crisis? Yes. Is it a serious crisis? Yes. Should we rise and get rid of the crisis? Yes. That is the debate that we want to begin today. Yes. Now, we have crystallized the highlights. These are highlights of the crisis. It's not the details. We shall discuss the details of the crisis in the discussion that we are launching. But we want everybody to know what we consider to be the highlights of the crisis in which Ugandans find themselves today. And so they have been compiled in this booklet. Booklets are going to be distributed to you, so you'll go away with a booklet containing those highlights of the crisis. So before I introduce this crisis, I'd like to invite our colleagues, the leaders of the front, to come and we launch this booklet of the state of the crisis in Uganda today for Ugandans to discuss. Can you come and we launch this state of Uganda's crisis? So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to the people of Uganda this compilation of the crisis that our people live in, and we present it to the country to form a serious discussion across the country. We invite Ugandans in all towns, in all districts, to discuss and present their views about the deep crisis in which they live, which we present in this booklet. And so, the booklet is going to be out, is released from now, inviting Ugandans to Egate, Tulumbe, Tulumbe. Asante sana. Kyetubadde tukola olw'abannaffe abawulira olulimi Oluganda okusinga bwe tubadde twogeramu, bwe twatongoza ekisinde kino ekya front, twagamba nti ekituleese okwegatta y'embeera ey'akabi ennyo, enyigiriza ennyo, etadde eggwanga mu kabi ennyo eri mu Uganda olwaleero, eyatuwaliriza ffenna tujje twegatte tulwane n'embeera eyo tugijjewo. Kati bwe twamala okutongoza omulimu ogwo, ne tulaba abantu abamu ng'ate amaaso bagajje ku mbeera etuleese awamu, bagatadde mu birala, ne kibanga abatategeera nti ekizibu kye tulwana nakyo, era buli omu kyalina kulwana nakyo, oba tuli wamu oba tetuli wamu, naye nga kye tulina kulwana nakyo kye kizibu semazibu ekiri mu ggwanga lyaffe, ekimazzeeko buli omu emirembe, ekitakkiriza abaana baffe okukula, ekireese abantu okubulwako kye balya, emirimu gyabwe gyonna ne gizikirira. Ekizibu ekyo kye twayagadde olunaku lwaleero tukitangaaze mu butongole, era tukite bannayuganda bakikubaganyeko ebirowoozo byonna kye bawangaalira. Tusooke tukaanye ng'eggwanga nti tuli mu kabi, tusooke tukaanye nti akabi ke tulimu kakabi nnyo, nti era ffenna awamu twetaaga mangu ddala okukwataganira wamu, tukwate ekizibu kino tukiteeke ku ttaka, twenunule tusobole genda mu maaso. Kino ekizibu si kyakulowoozesa tunakikola tutya mwaka guli nedda, kiriwo olwaleero, kitutwala olwaleero, tulina kukikwasaganya olwaleero, tukijjewo tutambule. Ekizibu ekyo okwagala nti bannaffe bonna bakitegeere nga bwe tukitegeera, twabiwandiisa ensonga eziruma abantu n'embeera tetuwangaaliramu, twabiwandiise mu katabo kano, era akatabo ke tubadde tutongoza nti buli omu akafuneko, buli omu atunuulire embeera nga bwe tugiraba ffe etuleese okwegatta, atubuulire wakaanya nayo nti embeera eyo weeri oba takaanya nayo. Twagala okukubaganya ebirowoozo ku mbeera bweguba mulamwa, si kukubaganya ebirowoozo ku balwana n'embeera. Buli omu alina kulwana naki, buli omu alina kulwana n'embeera. N'olwekyo tuleme kubaganya ebirowoozo ku balwana ku mbeera, tukubaganya ebirowoozo ku mbeera eyo n'engeri bw'enaakola ki, bw'enaavaawo. So olwaleero bannange betubadde nabo wano ogwo omulimu tugukoze, akatabo tukawadde eggwanga, tukawadde eggwanga akalaga embeera bannayuganda gye bawangaliramu. So omulimu nze gwe ngenda kukola kwe kuyita mu bimpimpi okutangaaza embeera eyo gye tutadde mu katabo kano. N'ebiri mu katabo kano nabyo tebirambulula mu bujjuvu bwabyo ebizibu bye twogerako, wabula tusuubira ng'ekinaddirira okukubaganya ebirowoozo kunaatandika leero kwe kunaayongera okulambulula ebyo ebikwata ku nsonga ze tutadde mu katabo kano. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how we see Uganda's crisis. First of all, that as we arrive on this day, Uganda is a highly divided and segregated country. We are highly divided and segregated. That in itself is a very big problem. Nti tuwangalira mu nsi esosodde abantu mu bitundu, bano nga banjawulo nnyo na bano, bano nabo nga banjawulo nnyo na bano, nga buli omu ali mu kazinga mwawangalira nga kawufu nnyo okuva ku kalala. Tuwangalira mu mbeera eri segregated. So njagala tutunuulire abali mu crisis, si ggwanga lyonna. Njagala ekyo kitegerekeke. Crisis gye tuwandiikako, the crisis we have written about, does not affect all Ugandans. In fact, some Ugandans are not in crisis at all. They are enjoying, they don't want anything to change. They will do everything in their power to make sure things remain as they are. This book is not about them. So we have said in this book that Uganda now has 3 classes of people. The first class is the class of those who own Uganda today. The ones who own our country today. That is the first category of people. And those who own our country are very few. They are the gunmen that captured the country. Not every gunman you find. That does not include these ones on the patrol trucks. The ones on the patrol trucks are part of the crisis. But the ones who command them, the ones who control I'm in a dilemma because the people I'm addressing this way are this way, now the cameras are this way. Now they want me to talk to the cameras rather than talk to the people. I will obey. So, the people who captured this country, who control it, who include the military men that control the military, not the military itself, but those who control the military are in the first class. Their families and their relatives and their friends, their cronies, those are in the first category of people who are not in crisis at all. They also include foreigners who they have brought to manage their businesses and their properties. Those are in the first category, and we estimate that that category may have about one person in every 100 people. 1%. Akabinja akasooka mu bannayuganda keeko akalimu abantu bano bali abaawamba eggwanga nga beeyambisa mundu. Abaawamba si maje, naye abafuga amaje, abafuga emmundu, abaduumira ekyo ebikolebwa, beebo abalimu abo. Abantu abookubiri be banganda zaabwe ababuganda abako, abo abatambula nabo. Abookusatu be babayambako omukutetenkanya n'okufuga obugagga bwe bawambye mu Uganda, ng'abo abasinga abagwira baleetebwa okubayambako okubakuumirako ebyabwe n'okubitambuza. Eyo kategori esooka gye tusuubira nti erimu omuntu omu ku buli 100 abali mu Uganda. Kategori ey'okubiri eri mu katabo kano era yeeyo ey'abantu abayambako bali okukakkanya n'okulabirira abantu abangi mu Uganda. Omwo mwe muli bamaneja ba civil service abalabirira ebitongole bya gavumenti ebyenjawulo. Abo bali mu kategori ey'okubiri. Mwe muli abo abakola bu bizinesi, abannayuganda bakola bu bizinesi, bandeeta ebintu, nkola kinsumula, nina edduuka, nina ki, aba bizinesi nabo bali mu kategori eyo ey'okubiri. Mwe muli aba civil society abalina ebitongole bya nakyewa, abo nabo bali mu katundu ako. Mwe muli bamaneja ab'ebitongole ebyenjawulo, ba banka, MTN, simanyi biki, abo bali mu kagundi ako. Mwe muli obaoliawo bw'ogenda mu b'amagye aba rank ezawaggulu naye abatali mu baduumizi bali, naye nabo abafunayo ekyenjawulo. Abo abali mu katongole mu katundu ak'okubiri be bali obulungiko nga basobola okumala ebizibu ebibaliko buli lunaku. Ekitegeeza tebali mu crisis. Ebizibu byabwe basobola okusasula we basula, basobola oba okuzimba ennyumba mwe basula, basobola okwefuna emmere gye balya, basobola okufuna ebibalabirira. Naye byonna babifuna ng'abibawa y'oli omu yawabane embeera eyo eriko obulungi, yagibawa, yabakkiriza okugibeeramu. Era gwe bakyaye ng'alimu abo, era bamunyigiriza n'avaamu, naye nadda mu bali mu crisis. So akatundu ako ak'okubiri tukabalirira okubeeramu abantu 9 ku buli 100 abali mu Uganda abaliko obulungirungi, abasobola okwebeezaawo nga bali babakkiriza, era ng'abo balina okukola bali bye baagala. Bwe bataabikole nabo babagobamu ne bakka mu balala abali obubi. So abo 9 be bali ku drip, y'abali y'oli omu bwe bakola byayagala aleka nga bafuna ekibabeezaawo. So that is the second category of lower managers, people who are in business, local businessmen and so on. The third category, which is the biggest category, consisting of 90% of Ugandans, are the people who are in crisis. This book is about the 90% of the people who are in deep crisis. We have characterized that crisis as a crisis of failure to thrive. Those have failure to thrive. Obajoita FTT, failure to thrive, is the main crisis of the 90% of Ugandans. Failure to thrive is actually a medical, and that's my background. Failure to thrive is a medical term mainly used on children between 0 and 5 years who cannot thrive, who cannot live and grow, who are in crisis. Those children are called children who are in failure to thrive. And those children, the failure to thrive of those children is caused by lack of enough food getting in their bodies, enough nutrients. In other words, the failure to thrive children are starving. Ugandans have a failure to thrive. The greatest majority of Ugandans have a failure to thrive. They cannot live a normal life. They wake up in crisis, go to bed while still in crisis. And that is the crisis that we highlight. And that crisis has been getting deeper and deeper. And we can see, when the NRM talks to Ugandans, they like to show Ugandans the developments of infrastructure. Look at the Entebbe Highway. Look at the electricity grids. Look at the dam we have, bridge. That is not what impacts people. Even the colonialists made infrastructure. The colonialists made the only railway line we still have. But they did not make it for us. They made it for themselves, to take our wealth from here to themselves. Even today, the infrastructure the NRM celebrates is the infrastructure to take your wealth from the 90% to the 1%. It's not an infrastructure for you to benefit from. In fact, it facilitates faster death of the majority of Ugandans rather than faster growth. That's why, after all these years of independence, we have just celebrated 59 years of independence. 36 of the 59 have been under NRM. 60% of Uganda's independence time has been under NRM and the dictator Museveni. 60%. So the crisis we have must directly be pegged to the 36 years that we have had of this government. And this is, unfortunately, in Uganda we don't have accurate statistics because civil registry in Uganda is dead. Nobody knows how many children are born today. Nobody knows. Because many children are born in the banana plantation, and once they are born, they go home. Nobody knows how many children will be born today. Nobody knows how many people will die today. Because those who die in their homes, they are just buried. They are not caught in the civil registry. So our statistics are deceptive. But look at the deceptive statistics that the government itself presents to Uganda. Those who earn less than 7,000 shillings a day, abantu abafuna wansi wa nusu kasanvu buli lunaku, abo be bayita abaavu. Shilingi kasanvu ne bwofuna kasanvu zisobola kubeezaawo olunaku. Ne bwofuna mutwalo osobola okupangisako ennyumba n'ogulyako ne kukutambuza ne kulabirira abaana ne kukujanjaba. Naye babala nusu kasanvu abafuna okutuuka ku nusu kasanvu bebabalira okuba abaavu. Abo olwaleero bali abantu 42 ku buli 100. Ekitegeeza bo bennyini bakkiriza oluvannyuma lwa myaka 36 abantu 42 tebalina mbeera ebabeezaawo. Eyo ndo tugiyita deep crisis. Tiowangalira mu ggwanga kumpi buli omu ku bantu 2 tasobola kweyimirizaawo. Ate nabagambye nti kino nakyo si kituufu, kisingirawo ddala. Abavubuka abatalina mirimu olwaleero wakati w'abavubuka 647 tebalina kye bakola. Ki tebalina kye bakola. 647 tebalina kye bakola. Eyo netebeera deep crisis. Nosanga abakyala abafa buli lunaku nga bazaala. Abakyala bafa buli lunaku nga bazaala 19. Mu bitabo mulimu 16 kutuuka 19. Naye abangi nga bwe nabagambye tebali mu bitabo. Ekituufu abakyala abafa nga bazaala bali mu 25 buli lunaku. Abaana abakonzibye, stunted children who are stunted. And stunting is a permanent condition. Once you are stunted as a child, you are stunted for life. Stunted children in Uganda today, under this regime, 36 years, 1 out of every 3 children is stunted. 30% of children are stunted. That means that in 36 years, 30% of Ugandans are stunted. That is the crisis we are talking about. Child death, abana bafanga bato. Child death, abafa between 0 time and 5 years. Children who die from birth to 5 years. Every day, 465. 465 children who die daily in Uganda, needlessly. We are talking about health. One doctor in Uganda, one doctor looks after 25,725 people. Buli musawo doctor omu alabirira abantu 2,200. Doctor omu. World Health Organization kyewa amagezi amawanga okuba nakyo ye doctor omu ku buli bantu 1,000. What is needed? We need 1 doctor for 1,000 people. Tulina doctor omu ku 2,200. Bwogerageranya n'amawanga amalala nga Norway erina dokita omu ku buli bantu 363. bisatu fowaffe dokita alabirira mitwalo 2.5. That is how terrible it is. But nurse, wano tulina nurse omu ku bantu omutwalo 1,000. Nurse omu bantu omutwalo 1,000. N'ebirala mujja kubiraba mu katabo. So eyo ye crisis gye twogerako. Crisis eyo yeeyongeddwamu ebirala mwenna mwe bye mumanyi. We have a situation now of Ugandans who are homeless, landless. We have Ugandans who are homeless and landless. That's the crisis we are in. Ekibataka has become official. Nobody who is on land can be sure of remaining on that land for any moment. The environmental crisis, embeera y'ebyobutonde eri mu nsi era ng'ekigireese enkola. Nalina ettaka na alima naye temuli kyakungula. Soil is no longer productive. Environmental crisis. That crisis is what we are trying to deal with. Somebody is talking about education. I'm just talking about the crisis, but what has caused this crisis? What has caused the crisis? That is another debate. The crisis is there. Easy to understand. What has caused it? The first and most important cause of this crisis is the political crisis. The fact that all these 90% of Ugandans, the people in crisis, have no voice. All these people who are in crisis have no say in how their countries run. Once you have no say, you have no share in what goes on. So the political crisis, the lack of freedom, the lack of rights of Ugandans to function and be equal to others, the absence of the rule of law, that political crisis is the crisis from which all others emerge. The second most important cause which comes from that crisis is the absence of knowledge. Knowledge propels countries. I told you at the launch that we have, at independence, there was a crisis of three things: ignorance, disease, and poverty. Ignorance is still one of the major sources of our crisis. And that is because education has been destroyed all these years. The crisis in education is talked about here. The education apartheid. The fact that the greatest majority of Ugandans who are in UPE are in schools which don't provide knowledge. The other half, the 9% of the Ugandans, take their children to private schools. The private schools have also been destroyed now. The 1% take their children to international schools. That's the apartheid, that's the segregation. 90% take their children to UPE. 9% to private schools. 1% to international schools. And that is the extent of knowledge that they get. The 90% get no knowledge. The 9% get some knowledge. The people who get all the knowledge are the 1%. Those gates must be shattered, and we all live in the same country that provides equally for all of us. That's why we would like even that this transition happens before the schools open, so that the schools can open under a different system. Opening schools, just announcing that in January schools, let schools open. But they open to do what? When even teachers, the few teachers that were there, are now frying chapati, are making blocks. When the schools themselves have deteriorated beyond recognition, you're opening schools to do what? When parents can no longer afford to take their children even to school, we must have a reset, and we should work to have a reset before our school system opens. The private schools that have been destroyed, we must have a plan for rebuilding them. They have all been sold to the 1%. The health crisis is, which I have already talked about, is not any better. We must work to make sure that that ends as quickly as possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to read and discuss this crisis. Our businessmen are in the deepest crisis. Nowhere in the world do you find taxes like they are taxing business here. If you tax business so much like they are doing, how will business expand? And if business does not expand, how will you hope to get jobs? You are crying about lack of jobs, but you are killing business. The crisis of taxes, the crisis, all these crises has been made deeper by the COVID-19 pandemic, the last 2 years. This crisis was there even before the COVID pandemic. It has been made much, much deeper. And that's why we would like to have an urgent, nationwide rallying around this crisis so that we remove it. Ladies and gentlemen, I will leave the rest to you to read. It is all there. The segregation we talked about. How can you live in a country where the education we are talking about is controlled by the same family of the president? You have the president, he's the you have the somebody running the country. His wife is the one running education. His daughter is in health. His brother is in the one supplying all those who are poor, the one managing the grid for people who are in a crisis, who opens the grid. There is no way you can have a country out of crisis with that kind of management. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we expect, even as we talk on about this crisis, is that the abuse of rights. Because how has this crisis continued? This crisis has continued because Ugandans have been intimidated to keeping quiet and just following what they are doing. Everybody is scared to talk. Say they will kill us. They will take us by the drones. In fact, as we talk today, the deputy chair of our front, the Lord Mayor, is in Masaka Court trying to secure bail for Honorable Sewanyana and Honorable Segini. They are in court right now. The reason they are in court is not because Sewanyana, Segirinya murdered people as they are chosen. It is simply to keep everybody intimidated and disorganized from focusing on the problems that we have. So ladies and gentlemen, some people have been saying, if we take action, people's lives will be disrupted. That is another matter that we need to discuss. Shall we live in slavery so that there is no disruption of any kind? Is that what they suggest? And it is funny that this is being suggested by people in NRM whose coming to power left 500,000 people dead. And the skulls are still there. They are now saying you must keep quiet and follow what we are saying so that there is no disruption. I beg your pardon. So ladies and gentlemen, our clarion call, first, let us look at the crisis that affects our homes, that affects our children. Uganda's schools have been closed now for nearly 80 weeks. In the whole world, no country has closed their schools for longer than Uganda has. No country, of all countries of the world, no country has closed their schools longer. No country is still having their schools closed except Uganda. And that's why we must, as a matter of urgency, make sure that this stops, and it's only us to stop it. So ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't like to talk about the entire thing that is here. I want to give it to Ugandans to discuss. Is there a crisis or there is no crisis? Is the crisis deep or it's not? Should we wait another time after 36 years of crisis, in fact 59 years of crisis, or should we act now? Our recommendations, which we shall be talking about in a short while after all the consultations have been completed, is that we must act. We must act to get rid of this crisis. Every Ugandan must unite around the crisis. Forget about the leaders, because some people spend a lot of time talking about this. Basically, is not the crisis. Talk about the crisis. Do something about the crisis, rather than talking about those who are trying to do something about the crisis. So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for uniting to fight this crisis. We have people who have come from different sectors that may start the debate, I hope, before we close. The debate starts now. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Twegate! Twegate! Kate ngasi ziraba. Twegate! Twegate! Tulumbe! 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 Twegate! 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 Tulumbe!
Thank you very much. Another round of applause for the chairman of the front.
Yes, prayers and again.
Thank you very much. The debate begins now.
Okubaganya ebirowoozo kutandika essaawa eno.
We know that the country is large, but we know that the few of you who have come here have ideas that you can give to complement, to supplement, and to awaken us to that debate.
Tukimanyi nti eggwanga ddene naye abantu abatini abazze wano basobola okubaganya ebirowoozo okwongera okusitula debate eno gye tuliko.
Are there teachers here?
Waliwo abasomesa wano? Can we see your hands?
Ah, you teacher, yes, this one I know. Come and talk about the problem.
Naye abasomesa ndoza ne besibavvuunulya kuba be basibukamu oluzungu. Wangi? Yes, teacher. You're going to use 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, because we have several that are going to be debating or giving their views.
I'm a teacher by profession, and my name is Chomkama Lydia. As teachers, we have problems. The first one is payment. We are paid less and we work a lot. Because we are the teachers, the nation is. We teach doctors, we teach lawyers, we teach everyone, but we are the people who are paid less. It's a problem also. Another problem as teachers, the performance of the learners. Some learners, they perform badly, but we are the teachers who are being asked as why learners pass badly. And parents lost their responsibilities. They no longer pay attention to their responsibilities. They normally ask teachers as to why their students perform badly. They don't help them in their homework, but we are the ones asked. Again, we lack time to work for these children. They ask us to go to the schools very early in the morning. We leave late, but they want us to plan for the students. You cannot go to class minus planning. If you go there, you are asked. So, the teachers have a lot of problems. They said I should use only 1 minute, but the problems are many. Maybe next time. I thank the front. You've come at the right time when the schools are closed. It is now 2 years almost. Our children are at home. Teachers are not given what to eat. They should
ensonga zogedde bulungi nnyo. Babasasula babiyita batapinati bunyeebwa banaye abalala bagala okuteesa tukubaganye ebirowoozo mu ddakiika emu mu bufundize ennyo olw'ensonga nti mulaba n'embeera y'obudde naye kyokka ng'ojja banaye mu ddakiika emu Kigundu omutembeeyi oyo mwenna sitwagadde ebintu bingi ebyokwogera kamuwe na kano kabakozesa.
Basebo ne bannyabo bannayuganda bannaffe mwenna abali mu kudooba amanya n'eddoboozi. Nze Abdukalim Kigundu era nga nze omwogezi wa Uganda United Workers and Vendors Association. Ekibiina nange nakina kisangawo ninondebwa. Gavumenti ya NRM yagenda okujja mu buyinza yasiŋŋaanawo abantu abali mu kategole eyo abali abatonotono abatalinga mu kiseera kino era nga twali bateeketeeke era baali bawandiikiddwa mu bitabo by'amateeka ga Uganda. naye olw'ebintu byonna abakulembeze ne babagambira mu bye mumanyi, olwaleero buli mwaka njabulamu bujabuzi kubanga mbadde tumukyandaba, mbadde neegweka olw'obukowu bwe nnina eri gavumenti ya NRM. Munsonyiwe ne bannayuganda bannange, bannayuganda bannange, tutuukiriza misoni ya Mwami Museveni. Atukubye n'atwawula n'atutuulira ddala emmombo ze abatakyalina makulu, era bagoberera omukutu gwe mbadde nga ntera okubaako navuddeyo mu wiiki nga 2 emabega ninumba abantu abamu, abantu bavudde mu swago okwenunula batandise kutunuulira bugonja. His Excellency Dr. Kizza Besigye bw'abadde ayogera wano agambye si kyekizibu ne crisis buli omu kyalaba, omuntu omuyivu, omuntu atuse diguli atalinga abudukali mu kigundu musakino n'obaana n'olumba Dr. Kizza Besigye n'olumba kyalikendu mu kyamuzi mujja kunsonyiwa mumpadde omuzindaalo mulesa omuzibu. Abamawulire mwenna bali awo mbalaba bubi bwe tutayogera eggwanga lyaffe ligenda, kubanga nze nkola risaaki ate nnondoola. Owamawulire n'alipootinga ku leedi ennene ba ku TV nti mpakyakula ebibaddewo era bye mulabako. Muhammad Segirinya Sewanyena bateereddwa mu kooti nga bavunaanibwa omusango gw'okutema ogw'ebijambiya. Oli munnamawulire, oli mutendeke, lwaki togamba nti abateeberezebwa nabwe nogamba nti bavunaanibwa omusango? Muyinza obutakitegeera kubanga abantu basomye mutwewuunyisa, naye nze nkibabadde nimuwagira bannansi abali okutwala mu maaso anyalina obujulizi nti Segirinya oba yatema abantu. Mbawa kyakwalirako ebintu bye mukola njogenda ku bannamawulire gamwe mulage professional zammwe bwe bankwata nga nva wano. Time sokondeke. Yes, certainly this is a crisis. This is a crisis. Abantu bameka balinga kukalimu baswago abalwanyi entalo asookinga n'ayogera ebigambo bino sokondeke ntereza debate guno si muzannyo. Abantu abali mu kampu ya Nuupu mwegendereze bino tumukyaliyogeramu badiplomasi mundeke. Nze Abdulkarim Kigundu kubasobola okukwata omuzindaalo eyasooka okugenda ku mmoloka ya Bobi Wine gye bayita TX. Nasangayo omuntu omu bamuyita Mukaaku Lubega, niko kuba ekintu ajje mu parliament bafuluuka abakuusa ekizibu abasiza swago ya Pemabega. Tukoze situlago ebbanga lyonna. Mwami Museveni tupate kumutwala. Mwami Museveni tupate kumutwala. Munsonyi wakyayogera. Ebyo ttaka lyange ndi Munnayuganda. Ate nina obusobozi wange ndekati balabuzi. Mubere bulungi, muleme kulumba balwanyi. Bafuluuka mujja twegatte tujjawo Mwami Museveni. Bino nze mbyogera Abdulkarim Kigundu agwebikoze obubi oleme kuvuma basiba balwanyi mujja twegatte mu kibiiko kye mulese nawulike Malike tukulembeze akulembere kaloni ziwangula. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala, mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala.
Toyanzege oyo omulwanyi Abdulkarim Kigundu mukubireko mu bugalo bannange. Toyanzege banaye mbasaba tugenda kukozesa eddakiika emwemu ate bwe tugamba koma banaye tuyambe kole ekyennyininyini. The Association of Concerned Students. Within a minute, please.
Emakerero, Chambogo, Mkumbo, Awasomesoi, Engineer, Awasomamwenahoi. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kakuru Edson, and I am representing Concerned Students Association. I am with my brother Kamrege Obeid and Nuahereza Alan, and we are coming from different institutions of learning. Doctor and the other leaders that have been positioned to come here, I must confirm to you that we are more than excited and happy as students that we can have such a kind of arrangement. For so long, the students have been taken for granted. But when you have to remember very well Nelson Mandela, he said education is the most important tool that can be used to change the world. Our education system has been crippled for so long. We have always wanted somebody that can call us to action so that we can stand and defend our rights. Take a look at the recent COVID-19 lockdown. Our government totally lacks a plan. We don't have a plan. Young girls are forced into marriages because we don't have a solution. Very many people, the young, are seeing education as something an informed decision. Njagala kwebaza era kano ka Luganda twagala kugamba buli muyizi yenna na buli muzadde okumanya nti buvunaanyizibwa bwo eri ebyenjigiriza ebirungi. Bw'oba ng'oyagala ebiseera eby'omu maaso ebirungi, olina okulaba nga abaana bano baweebwa omukisa n'ebyenjigiriza eby'enjawulo. So si kubeera waka, si kubeera nga balaba mizannyo, nga babeera mu kubeera mu kwekubira amasimu na kubeera ku WhatsApp, wabula tulina okuba nga tulina pulaani ey'amaanyi. Tweyanza nnyo, tweyanza ege.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Webale nnyo. I love students. That summary was good. Now I'm inviting the one who is representing the Albino Brotherhood in Uganda. Naye ayogera ku bizibu byabwe mu the
PWDs.
Yes.
People with different abilities.
Yes.
Hello, hello. Time up. Time up. Momentum. Time up. Time up. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching the whole of the world, I'm called Amos, just as from Albinism Brotherhood Uganda. We are here to present people living with disabilities in categories of people living with disabilities. Tuinama abazungu bano, tuinama abalema, tuinama those with mentally disturbed. So we are here to fight for them. Time out! Time up! Momentum! So when it comes to people living with disabilities, tuinama abantu, to take an example, let's use issue abazungu bafembita abazungu because I'm a parent of two albinos. That's why in Bita Abazungu I have a boy and a girl. So when it comes to this environment, bameka abalabe omuzungu. So we put up issue y'abazungu bano facing a discrimination. Take an example. Ani alabyeko agenda kumpa answer, agenda kumuwa transport leero. Ani alabyeko muzungu ng'agenze mu mahoteli gyemuwadde mugenda ng'akola mu restaurant oba mu hoteli. Asooka kumpa answer, agenda kwewangula transport ya mitwalo 2. Gyali? So that's discrimination gye twagala kukola ki? Okufightinga. So, take an example. Amabala gabadde magale tuli fena tulina bamalaya nga malaya aliko obulemu. Olowooza right now malaya oyo abeera waata kubanga sex worker omukozi sex worker siwe waawo. So if it's a sex worker nga mulema bitabaneeko siwe waawo nga mulema talina kugulu olowooza embeera abeera waata ennaku zino ekyo nkibawadde ngawo muwaka siwe waawo. So kambeyo Charles omuzungu naye yeyogoleko katono.
On
behalf of the Albinism Brotherhood in Uganda, I'm Claire Choge. I'm going to mix Uganda and English.
Briefly.
people with albinism are facing discrimination, challenges that facing discrimination, stigma, torture, abantu batusosola batutulugunya. Another challenge is skin cancer. People with albinism, abazungu bangi bafa, abazungu ba Uganda bangi bafa skin cancer. Challenge endala bafa enjala. That is hunger. Challenge endala bali homeless. Abantu babasosola nti babagoba ne mu mayumba gaabwe babagoba ebintu bazadde babiri babeera babalekedde. Another challenge is poverty. People with albinism are included in economic empowerment. Those are the challenges. The few challenges we can share.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Then akatalekeka tulinamu people living with disabilities nga they are affected with HIV naye